morning everybody, and how are you? I hope you all wrapped up at the weekend. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. I'd just like to thank the new subscribers again for subscribing to my channel. It really does mean a lot, and the more subscribers and the more you share I get, the more it makes me happy. And I also had one of my subscribers come to visit me, Julie Hodgkins. She knows who she is, with her husband Trev. Hi both of you, I hope you're all right. She came to my house and to pick up her wreath, and she bought me some bickies. Oh my gosh, Julie, they were beautiful. My husband was salvatating over them and he was like hovering, so I ended up giving him 2. But yes, they're delicious. I haven't eaten them all, and she was with me, I think probably a couple of hours with her husband, and we had a right good laugh and a good chat. So can't wait to see you after Christmas again. She's popping up again to see me, and I really do feel like I've known you for years. Anyway, I hope you're all taking care, and I hope you're all wrapping up in this cold weather. If you've got snow, please wrap up extra careful and really warm, and be extra careful, sorry, because I saw a little old gentleman walking his dog the other day because we've got snow, and he nearly fell. So please everybody, take good care of yourselves, and if you haven't got to go out, don't go out. Right, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, a lady asked if I could do a grave saddle or saddle grave arrangement, and I'd not yet received them. Well, I've got them, and this is all it is your frame. I've got 4 legs either side, some hooks here just to when you put your oasis in. I think that's just to basically stop it coming out, and it's just a metal frame with rubber on the ends, I think to protect the gravestone as it goes on the top, because these legs bend downwards. I will show you shortly. It did come with some Oasis or Sahara block, but it was only half the size of this in height. That's not big enough for me. So I put one of mine in. If I show you, and it came with the Oasis for real flowers, and it was longer than what that was, so I don't know if those spikes are supposed to go in at the bottom, but it's for real flowers. So I don't want to be using that when I'm putting artificial, because as soon as it gets wet, as we all know, it crumbles if it gets too wet. So I want something a bit more solid. So I've got the dry Oasis block, or Sahara, or styrofoam. I don't know what else people call it, but that's just that, 3 different names I know it by. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to do it in like pinks and whites. I have done a bow, but it's only got 4 loops, because I don't want this to sit at the end or anything. I want this to sit deep, so then when it goes in, it goes up like that. I just want to see basically the top bits of it. I don't want to see the full loops. So I'm not saying I'm going to put that in, but that's in like a light bit of glitter on it, just to represent the time of year. So let's go through what we've got. I've taken out some eucalyptus, silver dollar to use for our foliage, my favourite of all things, and I've got out some of the baby fern as well. With this being small, I didn't order the larger one. I've got out the baby fern. If this doesn't look right, I will grab the larger fern. Oh, I've got out 3 bunches I have got out, I've got 5 out. I don't know why I've got 5, I just grabbed some. 5 of my dark green ficus. They're all fresh stems, and we're going to use those in it as well. I've also got out this fern because with a bit of lime green in it, I thought this may add a nice bit of colour to the dark side of it, you know, the dark colour. So that's for the foliage. I have got out these seed heads. I'm not sure, these are the dusky white. I'm not sure if I want to add those in, but we'll see as we go along. Again, I just grab a lot of things, guys, and think I may use them, I may not. So I've got 4 stalks white. I like to use my either Delphinium or, more to the point, my Gladioli, but I haven't got enough in white, so it's a good job I checked. So now I'm going to have to order them because they are very expensive over here. I think you can find just one. Some people are charging £10 for one stem. So I think in America or somewhere that may be about $13, $14 for one on its own. So I think that's quite expensive. So I've decided to get the stock out as well. That looks just as good, and I want those to go on the end, 4-hour width, and also some on each side. I have got out a bunch of, these are like a creamy colour, my dahlias, because I don't want to make it look too Christmassy. I want it to be like an all year round, so then after Christmas the bow can be removed and it can stay there. So I want to try and keep it as an all year round. And then I've got different, well, I say different, this has come with a bit of its foliage with gypsophilia and some fern, but my peonies that I have, there's one rose on there. I've just realised that there's a rose, but there's those peonies there. These 2 that I found at the bottom of my bucket, what I probably cut and not used, of the same peony. And then I found these lovely multiple head peonies as well, in a lighter shade, so, or very similar actually if I'm looking at them correctly. So I want to use those as well, and that's why I went for just a darker ribbon, just to have a contrast against the pinks in the peonies. So that is what we're going to do. So first of all, let's grab all that and push it down there. Oh, I've got my chair in the way. Let me just move my chair, guys. Right, I hope you can see me. I tried to view on where my head is on here, so I say about where that peony is, so ranunculus, so let me just have a look. Oh, probably not in the right spot, guys. Oh well, I'm not the one you've come to watch, so it's, you know, it's this, that's the project, not me. Right, I'm going to try for a second attempt this wreath wrap, and the reason I want to use this on the grave saddle is because I want to protect the oasis, because cemeteries are usually out in the open, so I want to protect it from the weather, just, you know, to keep it from this oasis from getting wet through. So first of all, and I've got my U-pins ready, like I've seen on the videos, I want to wrap it around. So this is how now I've figured out how to do it. So you just bend this over a little bit over the side, place in a U-pin. So that's in now. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, guys. And then just go around a couple of times, not just once like me. I went round just once, a couple of times. Back to where I was. Oh, scissors. Let me hold it so it doesn't move. Replacing. Look at that. Why didn't I think of this? It made me look silly. So, I want to do it again on the top. So I'm going to place another U-pin in, or floral pin. There's people call them different names. We call them in the UK moss pins because you use them for moss a lot. So, but you can call them whatever you like, really. So I'm not pulling this too tight because I don't want it to tear. I'm just pulling it enough to look tidy, nice and neat. And again, I'm going round twice. The gentleman that did it, he did it really quickly, but I'm new to this. What did I get to? I can't even remember. Yes, here. So just cut it again. And there you have it. So that protects it from all weather around the sides. So now I want to go over and under on the top. I should, in fact, let me just do it on, move one of these out if I can, because these are stuck. So I can put that reel on this. Oh, sorry guys, I just really want to, I had a third one and I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, I say, what a noise. Oh, there we go. Let me stick it to number 6. And place that on there. That's better. Right. So where did I finish? I like to start again where I finished. So there we go. I've placed it there and I'm going over the top, under and over again. You could do it that way if you wanted. I think I'd quite like it to do it this way. And again, I'm going over twice. Oops, a daisy. And I'm pulling it up to here. Let's get it right, Iris. So that is that bit there. So then I'll do it again. Oh, I need another pin. And I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going quite slow with this, guys, because I want it to be neat and I want it to be level. I'm very particular. Again, I'm just pulling it slightly. that's not very straight. And there we have it. So now it's all covered on all sides to protect the oasis from the weather. So that's what he did at first, and then to hold the oasis in, he went over again. He did about 5 different layers, but his floral, it went through. Oh, let me just have a drink. So now what he did with this, he started here. I think it was here actually. And he got it over there. Then he brought this under the frame, so it's not, if I can just sit it correctly, I don't want it to move. So it's not, it's well, over the frame should I say, it's not under the frame. He's gone over the frame there, and that's how he did that. And then he just kept going round. And round, and he just kept doing that, and then this holds the oasis to your grave saddle. As you can see, I'm now covering the frame under the bottom of the grave saddle. I just keep going over and around. And he went around this about 3 times, but I don't think I'm going to go over it 3 times. I think twice may be enough. We'll soon find out. So I'm going back again to where I started at the beginning with the wreath wrap. I'm doing another layer. And just twisting the wreath wrap around till I get to the other end where I started. There. So then I'll cut that. That's not very straight. And then just place another U-pin or moss pin. I'm going to go over the frame in the centre to hold it over that. And put another one in. And then one in there. So that is now held on to our frame. Doesn't that look nice? Doesn't it make you feel more, well it did me when I finished, made me think, oh that's more protected now, I'm happy. So that's what we've got. Oh god, I can't get that out now. So let's put that back in. So, let's see. I don't need the rest of the moss pins. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just bend the legs. I mean, you have to try and make sure that they are level, that it's not wobbling. That wants to come in a bit. I See, that's not in as much. See, that's not touching. So this is where you've got to play, guys. There we go. And that sits over your gravestone at the top. Once it's on the flowers are in and you take it to the cemetery, you position it on top of the gravestone, then just grab the legs and push them towards the gravestone so it's got more of a tight fitting. This, I've left it loose like this while we do our arrangement. But when you take it to the graveside, as you've just seen me press them in again to fit the size of your gravestone. And then that will hold it onto your gravestone by bringing the legs in. So that's that. So first of all, I want to start with my ficus. I'm going to cut a few of these down. Let's just start with those, just start with. Right, I'm wanting to determine how far I'd like to go out. So let's look at where the longer pieces are, because I've got some that are longer. Because the stock is quite long. Perhaps I think around there, or I could. No, I'll use the longer ones, guys. So let me cut it at an angle. Because that 45-degree angle makes it much easier to go in. Put some glue on, and because I want this to come down, I'm going up at an angle, so I will position that there and come up. I don't want it like that, I don't want it like that, I want it to go down, and I want to do that on the opposite side as well. Up again from the bottom up to it's a diagonal position, and that is what makes your arrangement. And just straighten that. It's better. That, everything's in my way. That is what makes your arrangement then go down. By going from the bottom up at an angle, it makes your leaves go downwards. And now I've determined my length, I need to determine my width. So by doing that, I place the stem on top of the block to see how far it comes out. I'll just straighten these, and I'm going from this side to this side. Yes, I think that would be quite nice if Yeah, so these will be my width, or yeah, not my length, because there's my length. So again, I'm going from the bottom up at an angle, and that then brings it downwards. I watched a lady last night doing one, but she didn't use a Sahara block or Oasis or anything like that. She got expanding foam, holes and cracks, I think she called it, from America. Now that was a good idea, but once it had dried after 12 hours, it was all different shapes. Now that wouldn't be good enough for me. I have to have it where it's equal, all flat in every place, the same flatness. Some had higher bits here than the other bits. And the lady, I'm not disrespecting her, because when she finished, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You couldn't even tell, to be quite honest, that it was expanding foam. But I'm more for these because it's square on. But she did a beautiful, beautiful arrangement. I can't remember her name. So now I've gone and done my width and my length. Now I'm going in each 4 corners. So let's get one, that's the larger one, 2, 3. You may feel that you use a lot of foliage on these to start with, but why not? It's all the fun. So again, I'm going from the bottom up, and that is that corner. And I'll do the same on here. And then on these 2 corners as well. One moment, I don't think I've cut that very short. Just more of an angle on it. That's better. So now, as you can see, your foliage is coming down, and you've got that on all the corners as well, where it's all pointing downwards to meet where your pieces are in the centre for your width. Now I want to use, I will use more of the ficus, but I just want to use some of this fern. I'm going to take a couple of leaves off at the bottom. I'm just pulling them off. They come off really easy. If you just give them a little tug. So now I've got the fern. Let's just cut it at an angle. I'm going to go in here. Again, I'm going upwards, so this leans down. I'll do it on this as well. Make sure they're pointing how I like them. So I've got another one here. Because this has to be an all-rounder. I love doing these. I've done them quite a few times and I absolutely love them. They're very enjoyable, guys. I think you may say so yourself as well, because it's a different thing to having those beautiful grave pots or grave spikes or a wreath, or you know, or just something along those lines, or just a small arrangement at a graveside. It makes something different to sit on top of the actual gravestone. And then I'm putting them again this side. So what I'm doing one end, I should do the other side. So then that is how that looks, with bits of fern also added in. Just get that little bit of glue that I've spotted. So that is now your shape of your, I keep wanting to say grapevine, your grave saddle. Let's get this right, not to be disrespectful. Right, now again back to our ficus. Up again. Where did I place those others? Oh, here. I will be, oh my good gracious me. I need a bucket to put everything in. I don't know why they come bent like that, but hey, probably the packaging. Let's straighten them up. And the other one. Excuse me. Right, now I can use these as bits of smaller bits by chopping them up. Again, I'm going upwards as I wanted to show you. As you can see, it's filling it up. I'm going from one side to the other because again I'm mirror imaging. On the greenery. That side now as well, and this is just filling it up. So do on the each end. Whoops, the daisy. Take the bigger one. So again, as you can see, it's starting to get fuller with your greenery. Right, with these bits that I've got left, there's 4 pieces, same colour. Go in each 4 corners. Oops, a daisy. Right, now let me get my eucalyptus. I have brought out some oddments as well, so let's use those first. I think all the rest are on sticks. I can feel. Right, I'm going to be placing some of these now at the bottom. Again, I'm going up at an angle. I don't know what the blue string's attached to, I can feel it, but I can't see. floating around on my hand. And all I'm doing is just moving some of the foliage out of the way so I can place them in. Oh, it's on again. It's here. Oh, sorry guys. Oh my goodness. Right, did I put one there? Yeah. So then I'm going to place some at the bottom here. Don't worry that we haven't really put anything on the length here. That's where the stock will sit. All I'm doing is basically filling it up. I have to use that one, I can't use that. Right, we'll save those here. Right, let's use this fern now. We're going to be swapping and changing. Now we're going to be placing slightly higher up. Let's just pull a few out. Oh, I got these guys and I cut a lot off. I cut, just so I didn't have to keep chopping. Centre again, do that at an angle. glue that on, because if it's come off once it'll come off again and we don't want that. Got the glue attached to it now. Some of the leaves may be slightly up, you know, turn the opposite way, but these can be twisted around to have them facing the way that you'd like. Then I'll put some here. There's a lot of greenery involved to start with. I don't mind that. So that at the moment is what we have. And I just get rid of, spotted a couple of glue strings, not many. So now I want to, because with the here at the ends, that is where they are going. So in fact, let's put it down. See how far I need it. Yeah, take the last leaf off. So cut the other one as well at that length. We'll save these because we can add these in. So before we carry on, let's get our stock in before we get too overloaded. Oh my goodness. And that is also pointing down. Let me cut that at an angle. And do the same on this side. That one went in much easier. So that is your stalk on either side where your length. And I always leave a slight little bit of greenery above the flower on the tip to give that little finishing touch. with, you know, put something like a base for the flower to sit on. So in fact, let me get the other two. Oh, I've dropped everything on the floor here. So now the others are going to be shorter. So we'll save those, and they're going to come out around here. So again, I'm going up at a diagonal position. So then it leans down. Good gracious me, guys, this glue is just attached to me. It loves me. So that's what you see when you're looking at it from that angle, that there's your width and there's your length. So that is how, and then once you get your legs and press it in, they will sit on your gravestone over the top. What I want to do is start, let me cut a few of these guys. I usually know how long these need to be, so it's not that I haven't measured. Right, now with these, you do a similar process. Don't worry about here, this will all get filled in. Side. And don't go too deep down because you don't want it coming out the opposite side. I'm placing some in the centre. bend these over a bit more, guys. It's just, I'm just getting them all in place, because what we want to be doing with these is just slightly bending them over, you know, a little bit like that. Some may look like they're slightly higher. This is really very similar to when you're doing a coffin spray or a casket spray. It's a very similar procedure. That's if you've done one yourselves. So that one's not going in. That's it. And that one. Some of the rubber is, the plastic has come away from the wire, so we'll need to take that off. So that is what it looks like at the top. So as you can see, we still have space here, what needs to be filled in. We've got our ferns still of this one, or I was thinking, oh, I don't know, oops, let's use these little ones, not waste them. Move that out of the way. Again, this is to add these around. There's a lot of, like I say, a lot of, depending on how much you want to use with your greenery, you know, or how high you'd like this to be positioned. Just use a bit of that as filler. And again, we have these, so you know, don't throw these away, because these will come in as well, really handy. Cut these down. cut off at the top what we don't need. Right. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's got 3. So they can go. The ones with the 3 leaves, we'll place those at the end. Like that. Very hard to push in. And then do the same on this side. So as you can see, now that's started to fill up under here. So let's get rid, save my swirly bits. Get rid of these. Right, we'll keep hold of these in case we need any more. Because I have got these out as well that I was considering using. I did have a look and thought they may be lovely as well. So let's place a few of those in. Just to add again that little bit of extra texture. And I've gone up in a, again, up in an diagonal position for it to lean over. Got plenty more on the floor as well. Because I didn't know really how many I'd need. So I just grabbed a lot, cut some down, and got a few ordnance of it as well. Again, this adds all to the, you know, the filling of it, because you don't want to see really any gaps. You know, you want it to look beautiful, special. A different texture leaf to this side as well. Let's just start to add in some of our floral before we finish off with our other filler and other bits of greenery, because I think I need something around here. So let's just cut these, because I've got those as well. How many? One. Oh, we've got stickers on, guys. Let me get the... I don't mind tags that they've got the plastic on that you can cut off, but when they actually put stickers on and they put them right to the top of the neck of the flower, and you have to, sometimes you can't peel them off. Oh, I've been wrapping presents this morning for Christmas. I've helped my son do his for his girlfriend and for the family members. Because with him being autistic, he's got no coordination when it comes to things like that. So I said to him when I got up this morning, right, get your presents down now. We're doing them now. And he went, today, now? I says, yes, now. Why now? I says, because I need to go on, crack on with work, get the videos done. I says, and I've got other orders to do. So I can't really sit around or, you know, wait until you're ready. Because when he's ready, he wants it doing bang, just like that. You have to stop everything what you're doing, guys. And he wants it there and then. And so I have to, with him, sort of like tell him when we're doing it, because otherwise he will just start to panic because it's not been done, and then he'll just say, well, it's got to be done now, it's got to be done now. It's like for my choir concert, the tickets, I ordered tickets for him and his girlfriend online, and for some reason one of my fellow choir members who deals with that side, hi hubby, has stated that it's not gone through the choir system. Well, now he's panicking, and now over the weekend, and I only found this out on last Thursday, and over the weekend he has been bugging me. Have you had the choir tickets yet? Have the choir tickets come through? And that's all I've heard, because he panics. So I've had to tell him, well, which is the truth, that apparently they've not gone through. We'll have to look at your bank statement, but you can pay at the door. Oh, okay then. And then he sent me a voice message on WhatsApp. Have they come through yet? This was yesterday on a Sunday. Well, here in the UK, we don't get post on Sundays. They don't work Sundays. So he was harassing me again. You know, have you had them through? Have you had them through? And I've had to try and explain, we don't get post on Sundays, you know, because, oh my good gracious me, he will not stop badgering me if I don't explain to him. So I'm looking for a nice long pick that I can use. Oh, here's one. Take that off and put this on like the other one. I just need to see what's on it. Right, a bit of gypsophilia. Oh, there's one there. One leaf. Trying to copy that one there. A bit of gypsophilia and one leaf. Like that. So they do have sometimes too many leaves on one. Right. I want, let's have a look. I wonder if I've got another one of those. Because I've got lots of peonies, guys. Absolutely lots. Oh, oh my goodness, I've just pulled that off her head. Oh gosh, what am I like? Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I found one. Oh, I'll have to sort that out in a minute. Right. So what I want to do, the two longest ones I want at this end. I'm trying to look for the next in size, the longest. That in the centre, and then two either side, like that. So that is how we need to be placing, because I don't want the flowers all on the top. Some are going to be here. Hence the reason I haven't filled this full of greenery. So if I put this first one in, I wanted to go here with it. So that's how it sits. And the same with this one. And these two long ones I want, let's cut them the same. Either end of these here, but I'm going up. I'm not going low like that. I'm just leaving, let's just get that side. Like that, so it's got its space away from the stock. What should I do? Oh, it's here. Oh my goodness, I thought I went crazy then. And again, the same here. Just turn it around. These are beautiful. So you've got 4 there, and I want this one around that height in the centre. So I've got 3 here. You see another one I couldn't find because my peony box is so of pinks, it's so crammed. Oh, what's that one? Oh, I might use them instead. Oh, I might use them instead. They've got foliage with them. I don't know why I've got a rose. We'll have to put that in there with that because we don't want rose in it. So we've got some, take these tags off. There's some lilies in here as well, so they could come in handy also. To fill it in. I've got a white peony, oh my goodness. Don't know where I dragged that from. But we'll start on the dahlias. I want a dahlia here and a dahlia there, there and there. And don't get me wrong, we will be putting things, in fact we could put a couple of dahlias, a few dahlias in each corner. Got to find it now. just lift it up. You do that on all four corners at the bottom. Again, that's the reason I've left space in the corners at the bottom for floral, because you want your floral to go all the way around, not just on the top. You want to add that in at the bottom as well. So that is how it looks at the moment from the top, and then you've got that effect on the side and also coming around that side as well. So dahlias, again, go on one here, you have to lift that central peony up, because these dahlias are quite big. So that, put it in as low. So that is your dahlias. Now we've got these. How many have we got of these lilies? 1, 2, 3, 4 on that bunch. 1, 2, 3 on that. So that's 7. Let's just have a look what these look like. We have still got our ribbon, guys. There's no particular, I don't want that in the centre. I like to place things like this away from the centre. So you've got, like, you may judge it as a front and a back. So, and that, once it sits in, will close up like a flower and sit like that. And you just fluff it and make it slightly rounder, your bows, your loops, and it will sit there. Let me just get my drink, guys, because my husband has just brought me a drink. I didn't realise what time it was. You don't have to have these grave saddles as high as perhaps mine is. You can bring them down to about here for the highest point, probably to the point of just below this dahlia, you know, but I'm making this like quite big for somebody, you know, who liked, I don't know, like me, big arrangements, you know. I think I could do with something in each ear, filler foliage, so hence the reason I may use those to slightly come out. I've only got 4 off the 4. Let me just put this on back on pick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could place those slightly coming out here on all 4 sides, so it doesn't look like it's got a gap. So it's like that. let's get our bow in. I may need to put this on a stronger pick. Wrap that wire around. I don't think actually I'm going to need it that long. Right, this is how I do these. Again, you don't have to have bows. This is just to have something a little bit, you know, different than just all constant floral. You need to go in a little bit more, guys. Let me pull it out. I think it's in too deep, too long it is. Because again, we don't want it popping out underneath. It's better. There's your little tail end as well, and a smaller one I've placed at the top. And because I've got some berries, I could, seed heads, I could just place one of those in the centre like that. So let's get that in. Just to cover my mechanics. So then that sits like that. And again, just a little seed head, so it looks like a centre of a flower. So that's how we'll place those. So let's get these in, because when you're doing something like this, you don't just want to go around, drop, up. You need to bring it out like a diamond shape, smoothly. You don't want a sharp drop anywhere. You have to make it flow and bring the smoothness with the arrangement. So like here you can see it comes around and then it drops in there and then it goes up. So to bring that in line, you need to be bringing something, foliage, it doesn't matter, or like a bit of Juxtapelia with its own foliage, so it curves over slowly and it adds smoothness. Do that on all four sides, near the Delphinia, the stalk. Again, so you haven't got that instant drop. And then this one. So that's like that. I saved these because I want these in here, in the central point. Sorry, I can't speak today, me. So again, let's get these in. Want these just slightly lower down. I don't want them too high up. Just to add something. In the centre. Right, so now, as you can see, I get rid of the glue string that's following me. That's how it looks from the top at the moment. Again, we're still putting some of our floral in. And what we need, where that bow is, we need floral here as well. So we need to be placing floral in there, one at that side also. So, I'm wondering whether these may be too pink a colour. May end up resorting to the 3 that I had before. Yeah. Shorter. Just take that off. I'm just pulling some of the leaves off, and I'm going to put picks on those. I'm cutting off where the leaves were attached. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to place that here. Every flower that I'm placing, if you've noticed, has got its own space. So they've all got, I think that one's a bit too, let me just cut it a bit more, guys. That's it. So they've all got space between each other. Oh gracious me, these are glued on. So it's basically like allowing your flowers to breathe, so to speak, and for also people to see what's in your arrangement. You know, without being too busy. So they can take in the prettiness. On this side. If you can see it moving, it's my heater. So, I'll save those if I can get them off. Oh. Those. Oh, coffee. I think that was a better choice than to be putting in the more of a cerise pink. have got some roses. That would look pretty. No, they're too much of a pink. They won't look right. Here, I have these from some ranunculus. Little pieces of ranunculus, look. Some just buds. I must have cut those off and they've just popped up. See, that this is what I mean, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 big heads, so they can go in either down here. Oops, a daisy. So they can go like here. One there. Where did I place it? One down here somewhere, if I can just lean it on something, and here at the back as well. So if I do that with these, so these are smaller, so again these will add a little bit of nice, I think, texture, different contrast. So I need something here. Just a little bit. I can feel something on me. Do you get that feeling where you can feel something? Right, or is it just me, guys? Or am I just the weird one? Get those out of the way. So these can go around the centre. 1, 2, just turn the head slightly. 3, 4, just as little buds. No. Oh, I know what I did pick when I was a bit uncertain. Some heather for the white, because I knew there may be a bit too much pink. Yeah, so we'll add some heather. Again, more contrast. Bring something different. Oh, it's here, it's on my bracelet. I got a clump of glue on my bracelet. Oh, no wonder I could feel it around me. Oh. So, I'm going to use these. And these are going to be like, again, like filler. To give that different texture as well. I do like heather. My husband's more of a lavender person. He prefers lavender. I think because we've got that much lavender when it does grow on the garden, I think you get to a point where you think, oh, more lavender. I do. Because we'll go to garden centres and go, oh, let's get lavender. And oh, not again. Oh, you can't get enough lavender, he'll say. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you can. You can get too much. want to be bringing some of this along the bottom also. I can find where to place my hand just to bring this down here. And at the sides. Down here, look, where there's not much colour, and a bit of tips of something that's, you know, with them having the white tips. Don't know where to place my hands. That. How many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, that's amazing. So I want one here as well. So that is those to put in. Put those over there. I don't know about these seed heads now. No. Oh, and I've got these oddments of Eucalyptus cinerea that I brought out to use as filler foliage. That I wanted to place it in. Oh, I just glued my hand together. Don't ever do that, guys. That hurt then. Yes, I've got these oddments that I brought and placed them on the floor in case I may need them. Just again to, you know, use as filler. I always check to look around, and if I can see something, I know it needs filling. So that's that side. So now let me see, there is a great big gap there. So I'm going to place a bigger leaf there, because if you keep placing diddy leaves in, you're forever going to be filling. So because of that gap, Oops. I don't know about these because they're just looking a bit. I may just take that off, cut that one off. Better save them and put them on picks. So that's got 3 on. So let's take that in the centre. I can move that around. So look down here. You know what I'm just thinking, guys, what I may use? I thought I may use I'm not sure. Either a few white carnations or a few, I can't hold anyway. White, maybe white lilies. Let me get a couple. Yeah, I'm not putting a lot of these in because I'm just using these also as filler. So you've got movement. So I'm basically going to put 2 either side, 2, 2, 2, 2, maybe 2 in the centre. Because it's fine. Who's that thing? Just trying to hold on. Just to give a different movement, but white also. I think that needs to go in a bit because it's dropping there, then it's coming back up. So I'm going to sort that out, guys. It's not that I'm meant to do it like that. It needs sorting. These. I don't want the shape to look odd. Just add a bit of that. Bit there. Right, let's follow that. Cut that down. Place it different hole. You'll see what I mean. There, so it's coming down. Same with this. That's in more, so push it a little bit more. And then work your foliage around it. You could have something here. Let's get these in. This is just movement. That back up. Turn that back round. This side. Do it in coordination. I'm holding on to the legs. It's the only place I can hold on to because it's full. As soon as I see where I want to place it, because the oasis is quite far back. And once I see, just grab the legs. I think where's that? Here. Put that there. We're nearly finished, everybody. I'm just basically placing in. Oh, that's too far, too long, that stem. Bit of movement. Just one on that side with us having the boat. Here. Place them away. All these ointments too. So let me just come and have a quick look from where you're looking, guys. there. Get the rubbish out of the way. You know me. Right, everybody. That is what we call a grave saddle, where now that will sit on top of the gravestone, and the legs on it here, and I've not come through the bottom. I can see the odd, I can see a glue string, and the legs on it there. Now when you sit those on, you top, because it will sit that way, you bring the legs down, so you press them inwards towards the centre of the display, not outwards, and then that will until they're pressed against the top of the headstone, and then that will sit on the top of your gravestone as a wonderful display. So that is what, again, we call a saddle grave, where it's sitting on top like a horse's saddle would sit on his back. This is sitting on the back of, at the top of the gravestone. So I think these are beautiful to do. It's like a mini casket spray or coffin spray, but they're lovely. And again, if I've always said, if after Christmas you can take that bow out, you can go and buy a bow or ask the florist to make you another bow in a summery colour or another pink but not as glittery to replace inside. And you can also take it back off of the gravestone, bring the arrangement back to the, you know, to a florist and ask if they can change some of the flowers as well as the bow, and then, you know, they will gladly, you know, majority of them, I hope anyway, I would gladly do that, and for the customer then to take it back to the gravestone cemetery and place it upon there again. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you it was something different. Again, I sure do. There's a lot of filling in with foliage, and there's a lot of foliage added, but that's, I like foliage anyway. So, but that's the hardest bit. The easiest bit is placing your beautiful flowers in on top. It's just getting all that constant foliage placed in and around. So again, if you've never done anything like this, you know, watch the video again, you know, keep going back and forth and watching it, and give, you know, but if you have done it, or send us some pictures, I'd be honoured to see them, you know, or even if you just wanted to watch. So and again, I've done this upon request for a lady, and if I could do one, and this is what I decided to do, more of an all year round one, but just added the little glitter bow just for Christmassy time, but not too, you know, gone too over the top with it. It's more of a respectful theme than a season, you know, a Christmas theme. But again, I wanted to do an all year round so it can be used over and over again. So again, I hope you all enjoyed that, and please give it a go. And that's how it looks from the top. Wonderful, doesn't it? Looking above it, it looks absolutely wonderful. I hope you can see that. I don't know if I stand there, you may be able to see it there, but yes, it's very, very pretty. So I may bring the camera up close. So again, before I bring the camera up, I'll say a farewell, and again, please subscribe, share and like, and you know, give us a thumbs up and share to your friends and family. Again, the more people that that watch, oh my goodness, it makes me just want to do it 24 hours a day. So and that, plus it helps me as well. So And I'm really grateful for all you subscribers, and thank you so much. And Julie, thanks for the biscuits. I've hidden them now. And I brought the others in. Let me just show you. So they're in here now as well. So, oh, I'll place them there. I might have one in a minute. So, again, take care everybody. And I'll say my goodbyes now so I can then bring the camera over, and so you can have a quick look. And wrap up warm. Please, please wrap up warm. Have a wonderful day. And again, if you haven't got to go out, please don't go out. And enjoy the rest of your day, and take exceptional, special care. All of you, everyone around the world. All the best, guys. Bye-bye. Right guys, get ready for the pop. Oh, that wasn't as bad, was it? Let's bring the camera over. I've got to unravel, take the wire. Right, that's what it looks like, guys. With the bow and everything. And again, I've put the seed heads in to act like the centre of a flower. And there's my not delphiniums, dahlias. My little buds from ranunculus. There is some ranunculus there. My calla lilies, some gypsophilia, my stock, some peonies, some triple-headed peonies, fern, also more fern, eucalyptus, the silver dollar, and some Cineraria just there. And then also ficus at the bottom again, and that's how it looks, I guess, from this angle. And again, let's have a look if I can do it from the top. I don't know if I can. I'm not tall enough, guys, but if you get the gist, that's as high as I can get. But if you get the gist of how it looks. So let me stand back a bit, move that out of the way. So that's what it's like, guys. Your grave saddle all year round for a loved one. So again, take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed all your company. I love having your company here, in mind and spirit. Again, good health. All the best. See you soon.